Hello. What's up, everybody? Welcome. It's Tuesday night, and you're in the best place for games and fun and Stream Raiders. Yeah, that's right. Oh, and also Xenoblade. Come on, we're getting into Xenoblade tonight. Now that is gonna be lit. So we're gonna get into that in just 1 second here. One moment, but we're gonna get right into it. My mic was off. I think I bumped it. Anyway, we're back. We're live. It's Xenoblade time. Time for the greatest game in JRPG history, Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Right here, live, uncut. So Lars, that's very kind of you. Thank you. We have just made it to the Holy City. So Lars, we've been playing Xenoblade 2 for the last 8 streams. Where you been? We've been playing a lot of Xenoblade 2. Welcome to the stream, Zellars. Yes? No spoilers, said Lars. Damn. I know, they told us that already, you know. Thank you, Kindness. Yes.
Wow! World has many amazing places in it!
We discovered good place.
We discovered good place. Hey, Malk, what's up?
Your audience with the Praetor is scheduled for tomorrow.
Welcome, everybody.
Audience chamber. If there is nothing else, I shall take my leave.
Okay. Thanks for all your help.
My pleasure.
It's great to have you all here tonight. I hope your weeks are starting off well. Welcome to Tuesday. Hello, Levelhead. Hello, Sif. Hello, Melk. Who cans? Yeah, everybody's here. The gang's all here.
So, Adam, what kind of a person was he?
If you're still here, how long do you put these in the oven
Should
for?
I ask Mithra?
No, it's fine. I was just wondering.
Nobody heard that. Nobody heard that.
She was incredible.
Incredible.
Oh boy.
Mithra's nice. I mean,
Whoops.
I knew him only very briefly before I went to sleep. But Mithra can't remember a more genuine.
That didn't happen.
Person.
Let's talk about let's
She had
see
never
what happened
met
from
a more
Pyro, okay?
Wonderful man.
He sounds like
Pyro was telling us a story. That's what happened.
And you remind her of him a lot.
Oh, I do I?
No, Zedlars, that's not what happened.
Wait.
What happened there was on me.
I suppose Mithra won't be very pleased I told you that.
Hyra, come on.
I agree with her, you know.
I was not, Malk. That was where I screwed. That's where I went wrong, actually. I may have been accidentally have left it on elsewhere. Oh, I did beat Xenoblade 1, said Lars. You better believe I did. On this very channel. In this very room.
It's cold this morning. Miss Fan.
Oh, has somebody got a little crush?
Oh boy, here goes Zellars with the... I was afraid Zellars had a...
Lily Riser. Always
There's
after.
Zellars. Yeah, let me... I took those...
See how it is,
Hang
yeah?
on. Oh, I do have no backseating and no spoilers on, okay.
Hey, no.
Just wanted to make
You got the
sure.
wrong... Just...
Jess, what? Go on.
I don't know. I thought she looked... sad.
Oh, good morning, you two.
I know,
Still
Zellars, I
some
know.
time before your audience.
Sorry, we just woke up really early.
Ah, I see.
That's a pretty nice mural. Very grand.
It depicts the creation of Alrest. They say this mural was painted long ago, when the nation of Indol was still new.
Oh, you've been looking at it for
But
a
yes,
while.
Elden Ring. You got anything to tell us about Elden Ring, Zedlars?
What do you mean by they?
My memories. I know that I must have been around since this mural was first painted, or even earlier, but
Also, how long do you put these in the
no
oven?
time at all.
Well, you are a blade.
I don't know who I was,
Well, by all means, tell us.
and I'd really like to.
Mithra's lived for an awful long time. Maybe she'll know something about you.
Mithra called me Haze earlier.
I remember that. That was 500
Could it
years
be
ago.
possible that she met me somewhere before? Sometime in the past?
That's...
Do you want to ask her later?
Could I? Thank you very much.
Is that so,
No need to
Zedlars?
thank me. You helped us too.
Who told you that?
Going all right. I'll tell Pyra, I swear.
What? I told you it's not like that.
We'll see.
Hey, relax. You'll give yourself wrinkles.
Barry,
Driver
good
and
evening.
Blade are one in body and soul.
Don't forget, drivers and blades. Living together.
The other you, I mean.
You
That's a
mean
big thing.
Mithra?
Of course. It was 500 years ago, so perhaps you have forgotten.
Oh, I do remember saying that. So it's true? But how could she possibly remember?
You're wondering how I could remember words from so long ago?
Prime Energy, good evening. Welcome. I'm a sir now, huh?
What's this?
You could call it.
Well, I have been
diary.
knighted in the lands of Xenoblade, that's for sure.
It contains details about my past lives. It's the only way I have to remember. When we return to the core crystal, our minds are wiped clean of all memories.
Sure thing, Zedlar, sure thing.
Though a blade's life is eternal, our effective lifespans as individuals are far shorter than a human's. You know, it's not just me. A lot of blades try to preserve their memories in journals like this one, even though it's often futile. After all, a core crystal cannot protect a diary.
Felicity, my
Usually,
goodness.
The volume is lost to us, along with our memories.
The illustrious Licity has popped in tonight.
I'm fortunate amongst blades. I'm
That's
passed on as
that
an
is
imperial
quite
treasure
the
and recorded
quite
in
the
official
visit.
chronicles.
Thanks so much, Licity, for showing off that other game the other day.
I don't know where your true
I'm totally
intentions
into
lie.
it.
I can only make an educated guess.
What was it? The
But
Billy
Max-
Bust Up? I'm super into that
Master
game.
Driver.
I'm definitely playing that. I hope it lives up to that
If you
demo.
truly trust him, I would advise you tell him everything. If you can't do that even for him, you shouldn't be his blade at all.
I just...
That's okay, Zellars. Nobody
If you
knows,
care
alright?
about him, it's
And anybody that
in
tells you
your
differently, unless they work at From Software, is telling you
I know
wrong.
what it's like to be afraid of rejection. I really do. But
Yeah, I was
tell him now.
I was sad that the
You
demo was
should
only that
stay
one
in
fight.
the game for
A whole game
now.
like that
Not
is
making
very
it easy.
intriguing.
The way you say that...
Yeah, Zedlars, I believe we call that
really
fan
goes so
service
right through me.
in the anime world. And
We
this
go
game
back
is
a
very
long
anime.
way, as you recall.
Say that.
And we're both
David, what's
blades,
up?
After all.
Oh, Zedlars, the demo we're talking about is Billy Bust Up. You should check it out. It's free on Steam.
Huh.
The music's up. Now, can you not hear the music? I can hear the music pretty well. Are you not hearing it? I'm feeling the chorus. I'm feeling the choir. Zellars, don't... Zellars, what you gotta do is download the demo and play the boss fight, okay? The Fantokyo boss fight. Malk, we're all feeling it tonight, okay? We're feeling the love. I'm glad you came back, even though, you know... Sometimes we're gonna take jabs at aspects of this game, Malk. It's just gonna happen, but I think a lot of people like a lot about it, too. Oh yeah, Lissa T, we stand Cowboy Bebop in this house, okay? Malk, I would call them playful jabs. It does remind me sort of the Star Ocean games a little bit, Zellars, yeah. Prime Energy, yes. Several of the ones that you see in my background are disc plates. Not all of them are. Some of them are real posters, and others are disc plates. I've gone all plate posters in this chapter of my life. They're much easier to move around. You don't need to, you know, worry about how you put them on the wall. It's just so much easier. But yes, the Bebop, the Jaina, and both Dark Souls are disc plates. Both the bottom Dark Souls. The two top are traditional posters by Crowsmack. And the Magic the Gathering thing has nothing to do with any kind of poster whatsoever, so... There's also a non-display plated work that's above the Cowboy Bebop one that you can't see with my current camera positioning. See, Malik? There you go. Barry loves them. That's like a virtual hug. Yep, Malik, that would be very anime. And we're all looking forward to Xenoblade 3, right? Oof.
Praetor. Praetor Amaltus.
Uh-oh. Yo, Zeke better join my group soon. I don't know, Zedlars. These games seem to be doing really nice for Ninty.
The boy has arrived, Your Eminence.
It took him 4 to 5 years for Xeno 2 because they were working on Breath of the Wild. They made this game with 40 people. That blows my mind.
I've heard much.
Oh God, Milk, no.
You're not the Praetor, are you?
Huh? No way.
Indeed.
We gotta play Kingdom Hearts after this, okay?
I understand.
That's right, Zellars. I didn't believe it either, but it's true.
Expected somebody.
They had some people working on Breath of the Wild at the same time, I believe, is the story.
Cole's driver. Your Eminence. Sorry.
No need for
40 people and 200 nobody. That's Grindus has got it right.
Of the Praetorium.
Game audio seems low. Really? Does anybody else have that issue? I know Azel sometimes has a Zell-specific sound issue, so let's...
We're the same, you and I. Aegis drives.
Game audio is low, really.
I consider us equals.
I feel a bit better now you've put it that way.
I'll turn it up a little.
Your Eminence.
Just a little.
You're different somehow. I seem to recall a more forceful personality.
Oh, I almost forgot. Here.
I know, Barry.
I got this. From
Well, I still want you to be able to hear me. We can turn the game up a little bit.
Please.
I'll do that in the options after this.
Cole. That brings back memories.
I mean, yeah. He looks very serious. See, that's the thing about anime. You already know how important every character is without them ever having to say anything.
That you would know the way.
You know if they're a bad guy, you know if they're a good guy,
Have to get to
and you know how powerful they are without even ever
to save all rest.
knowing who they are or what they do.
I mean, we won't know for sure what we can do until we get there, I suppose. But if the stories are true, it's somewhere we can all live safely. It has to be real.
Stream raid time.
Long ago.
Oh. Alright, that sounds like it's going to take a long time to tell us about. So let's do the stream raid first. What, dude, Malk, come on. It sounds like it's going to be a long story. Alright. We're going right back into the long ago. Relax. And drop a unit. Pay very close attention to the dialogue of the song. Zedlars, I cannot promise you that I will do that. Oh my god, come on, alright? I'm trying here. I'm trying here, gang. You know I am. I'll put a cute bear down. Okay, put a gummy bear down. Malik, you'll be happy to know that I got some white gummy bear rain coming. Because I was thinking of you, alright? I remember when you played Malik, that was fun.
I used to think like you. Indeed, it led me to climb the world tree. However, I did not find Elysium.
Hey Smemmy, what's up?
Or the architect. I believe it was because I was unworthy. Rex, I know your desire all too well. I shall help you on your quest.
Really? Oh, thank you so much.
No need for thanks. This may be my destiny. The reason I've lived all these years. And now...
Pyra. My name is Pyra.
Why, thank you, David.
I would be honored to have a moment alone with Pyra. I'd like to reminisce a little.
Shrouded, what's up, yo? Welcome.
So Old Man Cole really did know the Praetor. Who'd have thought?
World is small place.
World is a small place. Yes.
Will Pyra be okay by herself?
He's the Praetor, dimwit. What's he gonna do? Eat her?
Yeah, come on. Oh, Zedlars, have a good sleep.
I felt something weird.
Taurus says have a good sleep.
What? Rex?
It felt like we were talking to that Malos guy.
Rex might be onto something.
Things. You know he's Malos's driver and it's messing with your head.
They not seem alike to me.
No, I know. It was just for an instant.
Camus,
Just
good
this
evening.
one moment where I couldn't tell if we were talking to the Praetor or Malos.
Oh,
Sorry.
David, that's not really a good indicator of this game because there's so much side stuff, but we're about 27 hours in.
Influenced a lot by their drivers during resonance. Their appearance, their personality. That's probably all it is.
Perhaps it was due to your bond with Pyra. That could have heightened your perception of such things.
Hmm. Very wise, cat creature. Oh, the cat very much talks, Smemmy. So much talking from the cat.
It was painted 15
It's a wise
years
cat.
ago. Even through exposure to the elements, it is never
Has
needed
cute little
repair,
paws. I just want
always
to squeeze
as
him.
pristine as the day it was made. The technique is long forgotten. I often wonder if we are growing as a people, or in fact, regressing. What do you think?
Well, I'm just amazed at how little you've changed. Has nobody ever wondered about that?
I am Inderline, and the driver of an Aegis. It keeps me young.
If you say so. Why do this now, though?
Yeah, Mithra's not going to take any crap, alright?
You've never let anyone go there before, have you?
Times change, Mithra. So do people.
That's not an answer.
I would like to believe there is one who can reach the architect and save this dying world. Is that really so strange?
Zell, I haven't forgotten your comment about the volume. I'll turn it up a little bit after this, after I get to the options menu.
Would you have resonated with him if he did not hold such potential?
But I warn you, it's going to get very loud outside of this. You have heard the combat from this game, right? I like the battle chatter, Malik. I think it's part of the game. Well, Azal, you said you couldn't hear it. Well, you're going to be able to hear it now. Well, my days have been busy as of late, Azal. Well, but productive. I enjoy coming to hang out with you in the evenings. Emergency poll activated. You know, the polls are not binding, just so you know. Uh-oh. You don't like him. He bad.
Still intact after all these centuries.
We don't like him.
Amazing. Pinnacle of flesh-eater technology.
Oh, we're gonna fight with Gunpla pretty soon. I can feel it.
Humans.
I'm so sorry to do this to you.
Yeah, we gotta get some Gunpla going here. You didn't see that, Milk, if that happened. Did that happen? I didn't see that. No, Crinus, it's 500-year trauma, not 5,000-year trauma.
I see.
Come on.
Very well. It appears Senator Roger
We'll learn more about
visited
that
the
later, I'm
Praetorium
guessing.
last night, off the record. Did you know that?
No. I haven't heard anything from His Majesty. Why now, I wonder? I can't imagine he was just paying his respects.
Do you think it's something to do with the excavation? Temperantia?
David, I don't know.
The issue His Majesty mentioned. If that is the case, he must be making covert deals with the Praetorium. Curse that man.
Should Dan voice act the unspoken parts? I'm glad people want to hear that. You know, units of Stream Raider are very good units, okay? They're good measurements of time. Like this thing. Malk, that would have been extra on the stream goal. What's up, Ikelmo? We're playing Xenoblade tonight. Jin has activated his organic gunpla.
Sincere apologies, everyone, but I come with an urgent request. Please go to the audience chamber.
I mean, to be fair, Mark, they haven't actually told us why yet. Camus, the question mark stream goal is not actually a game. At least not really. I do know what it is. We already have 2 long games to finish, so that goal, if met, is not actually a game, but it will involve game things. Yes, Routed, that's correct. I mean, what is it? If I told you, it wouldn't be question mark now, would it? Well, Cthulhu, if I wanted to tell you what it was, then I wouldn't have put question marks with it. Yes, Ikelmo, in JRPGs, I don't think the church is ever good. Typically, the church in JRPGs, like, at least 9 times out of 10 is evil.
As you may know, there is a demilitarized zone between Mor Ardain and Uriah. Temperantia. Think of it as a buffer between the 2 nations. We've received word of fighting in the area. Mor Ardain are in possession of a Titan weapon. They're advancing as we speak towards the Urian garrison.
Impossible.
I'm glad I piqued your interest, though, Camus.
Well, the 2 countries' Titans are at the
But because we have 2 gigantic games that we're already working on,
we were waiting for a chance
that
to
stream
strike.
goal is not a game.
Unthinkable. Our people would never go to war against His Majesty's will.
At any rate, we must investigate.
Yes, you're right. Praetor, I beg your leave. We need to find out what's going on.
What is it you say? Well, it's question marks.
Thank you.
But something will happen if the goal is met.
Your Eminence, we...
Might I ask you to assist Special Inquisitor Morag in her investigation?
We have no reason to refuse, and you needn't worry about me.
I am quite grateful to hear that.
Let's go after them. Hurry.
No, Camus, I will not. If I wanted to tell you what it was, I wouldn't have put question marks now, would I? It is definitely not another Talisman stream. Let's all forget that ever happened. Well, the thing is, Camus, for number one, you're not going to guess it. Number 2, even if you did somehow, by some miracle, I wouldn't tell you if you were right.
Who's responsible for this? Preparations are still ongoing. If we attack now, we could...
What have you done, Senator Roderick?
Special Inquisitor, what are you doing here?
The Emperor ordered that it would be halted.
I don't have a Wii U, Jules. I already said it wasn't a game.
If you've restarted it, you have violated His Majesty's will.
It may involve a game.
The Emperor doesn't understand Mor Ardain's urgent lack of resources. This is for the Empire.
Your patriotism is touching. But that doesn't explain why you're waging war with Uriah.
It wasn't me. I did not give that order.
He didn't give the order. He doesn't look like a bad guy.
I would never dream of declaring war without His Majesty's express consent.
So who in the...
Morag!
Uh-oh.
Who are these people busting in here?
This is the driver of the Aegis. You are to afford him the same respect as me.
This is him? I heard the rumors, but this boy?
There are rumors now? Wow. Am I really that famous?
Do you have any idea how much it costs to repair a water tower? It's a lot.
So less famous, more infamous.
Morag? Is Morag
Yeah, maybe so, Alcamo, but that's okay, because I think Zeke is going to join us.
They are, as much as I hate to admit it.
Tell me, what's going on?
Tricky indeed.
There's a reason he's hanging out there in the back.
War.
The timing is all wrong. We can't win this fight. Not now.
Sounds like you were planning to start this sooner or later, sly rat.
I don't know who we're gonna have to kick out of the team for it, though. Wait. Hey, Malk, wait.
The Empire never really wanted a war, did it?
That core crystal. Don't tell me you're the...
Answer me.
You're right.
Mithra?
Who stands to gain from an Ardanian-Orion war?
Who gains? You don't mean...
Jin and Tona.
It's very possible.
But how?
Maybe just coincidence after all? Master Pawn.
I wish I could believe that.
Inquisitor Morag, please.
Yeah, I shut it off, Malk.
You are the only one who can put a stop to this.
I am aware that it
It's a bit late
is...
for that, don't you think?
It's one of the issues of having an open mic.
I'm not going to sit back and watch. Bridget?
Right.
I did not change your outfit at all, Malk.
Rex, this is an Imperial matter. We can't ask for your aid in this affair.
Not if it's really a coincidence, like Tora said. But, if Tona are really involved, doesn't that make this our problem too?
But...
Think of it as compensation for the water tower. How's that?
I knew you'd go there.
I didn't change anything about her, Malk. I really didn't.
Very well. Can I ask you to help me again?
Yep, we're on the case.
Yes, of course.
I'll accompany you.
Fam?
What's happening in Temperantia right now? It's being led by a weaponized Titan.
Sif, I'm not sure. It
My
depends what
power
their
doesn't
base
only
role
affect
is.
blades. It also works against Titans. I am certain I can be of assistance.
By the way,
Besides-
Plague, it's great to see you. I haven't seen you in a while.
Besides,
Been like 7 million years.
I have the strangest feeling that I'm somehow meant to be there.
Fan Lenorn. You.
It's been around 7 million. So how did we get to Terempia? I'm not doing it. I do have that item equipped to her, but it didn't tell me that it was going to change her appearance at all. Why the hell would they change the blade slots? I didn't tell them to do that.
Counting on you.
Well? I felt something open up.
I won't lie, I like
Leave it to me.
I feel... You like my new moves?
Off we go, we go!
Me either, Shrouded, me either.
You need my help?
I'll apply myself fully.
Off we go, we go! Yes, sir!
I won't let you
yes,
down.
I'll apply myself fully.
Yes, of course.
An honor. Begin assignment.
Alright, I'll never get rid of Nene. Alright. I don't know why we like Nene, but we'll keep Nene. Any other games? It's very peaceful in this city, isn't it? That's pretty normal, Malik. No, I can't. You know I can't hit these notes. I was never quite the singer. Those of you who are here for the karaoke streams know that very well. Is there a weapon shop here? Oh, this is a refugee campground, huh?
And arrived.
Hey, I wish we still had Twitch things, but they took it away, not me. Azelle, I can't tell you, I
refresh and set off again.
I don't know if there are any plans like that, happening.
Hey, remind me again why we're bringing this span.
I do not believe so.
Because this sounds like fun.
We're not on holiday here.
I've heard a lot
That's
about
something
this
you can reach out to him to talk about on Twitter. His last day is very soon though, so I don't know if there's even time to do it. I don't think it's planned.
This doesn't concern us too.
But you should reach out to him on Twitter and
themselves Torna.
And tell him how much you love him.
Charlotte?
Oh, look at that. Who did get him? He did! He came out of nowhere. What the? I don't know what role he is, though. We are going to play with him. I said we're going to use him in the party. I just don't know what role. I gotta figure out what Pandoria does. Well, I know he's got ultimate lightning, but I need to know how the... Okay, so he's just damage. Well, that sucks then. How am I supposed to use it? I'm the damage. I don't want to butt him with other blades. I want him to use his blade. And I can't bond. I don't have any blades to bond him with right now. I can't bench Rex. It doesn't let me. Yeah. Really. Well, maybe we can bond some blades with him. And get a healer. Kind of a crap shot, but we got 13 common core crystals. And 2 rares. It can happen. Alright, here we go. Let's start off with a rare, shall we? Oh yeah, hang on, let's increase his luck first. Oh, excuse me. Thank you, I appreciate it. All right. Let's crack some stones. We got 2 rares to pop and 13 commons. Hey, Pretendus one, great to see you. Does increased luck actually help? Yes, Dark Flames. That is the mechanic that determines which if you get rares. I mean, obviously, and the rarity of the crystal. Let's go, Zeke! We're not going to watch the common pulls, but we will watch the rares. Uh-oh. This doesn't look like a healer.
My name is Percival.
That doesn't look like what we needed, though.
None can stand against me.
Tank.
Back to battle.
That doesn't help me at all. Alright, another one. Seriously, I always get tanks. Oh no. Alright. We're gonna do fast pulls on the commons because we'll go back and watch it if we get lucky. But it is a common, so there's no point in even... We got lots of commons. Maybe we'll get lucky. You know, all he wanted was a healer. Oh, come on. I'm not giving him a common heal. No, no. Yeah, yeah, exactly, Malk. I would if I could. I need some manatees, Croc, but what else does it need? Yeah, I can't pass my man, thank you, Croc, for the manatee. And yeah, somebody posted some awesome manatees in Discord today. They were beautiful. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, I don't have the item yet, though. Do I have an overdrive protocol? Yes, that is what got posted, Alex. Thank you. And thanks, Croc. We did get a rare. We did get a rare. We're happy about that. We got a rare. It's time for a stream raid. Do you think I should overdrive protocol my healing thing to him? And then set him as the healer? Well, I'll tell you this, we do want to have Zeke in the crew. I kind of wanted him to be his, like, native self, though, you know? But we can make him the healer, I guess. It kind of doesn't seem right to make him the healer. Croc, thank you for the little squishy, snow melty head manatee cheer. I appreciate that. So what am I looking for here? Overdrive protocol? Where would it be? Key items. I do have one. Transfer blades. You hate talk to text? It happens. Goodbye, Nia. I never liked you.
Yep. Just leave it to Boreas. Please be good to me.
I know she never liked me. I'm okay with that. Well, Zeke's got 6,000 points.
Oh, yeah. This is my true power.
Yeah, you know, Barry, you can't make an omelet without breaking eggs, you know? Wow, all these damage things are really awesome.
The eye of shining justice is throbbing.
None of these things work with his skills. I mean, what am I supposed to do with this? He's not going to be a good healer.
This is my true power.
I should have been the tank.
The eye of shining justice is throbbing.
I mean, we need his eye of throbbing justice, okay? It's critical to our success. You know, I could tank. And he could DPS.
The eye of shining justice is throbbing. This is my true power.
Yeah, my eye of throbbing justice. Well, I don't really love this, but we'll see how things go. We can always just out-level stuff, right?
My eye of shining justice is throbbing.
That's what he says! You know, I think it's just, you have to play with that character if he's in a group. It's just gonna really hurt my healing ability. Which is a little bit of a problem. He doesn't even have any heals. Oh, he's got shell shot. I do not think the Zeke style is going to work at all. The game really wants me to play a very certain way, you know. That's life. I don't think it's going to work.
Good work, puppy!
Yes. Yes, gals. This is a very traditional JRPG in that regard.
Piece of cake! Time for a break! Wow, wow!
Alright. This ain't gonna work, but we'll give it a go. We are, the rule is Zeke's gotta be in the party, we'll figure it out. Yes, David, have a good one. And I hope everyone's having a lovely evening.
Lady Morag, greetings. I have news from the front.
I have
Our
news from the
Titan
front.
weapon has crossed the central border. It's advancing at about 40 Titan pets per hour.
I want to get in front of it. Is there a suitable
I
place
wish
to
I was
dock?
playing Genshin,
There's a
CJ, but
bay
we've got other
fairly
games
close
to play
by.
right now.
If you dock there, you should be able to get to the cliffs above it.
Understood.
I would like to be playing Genshin.
Yes,
not like right now. I mean, I'm obviously loving Xenoblade, but I'm talking about, like, yes, I would like to be playing Genshin as a game. I just haven't had time.
You.
No, Krindus, you did not. I like Genshin a lot as well.
Come out, come out.
Okay, you may have, Krindus, you may have.
Okay, bring it on.
Let me show you her true power.
Oh my god, look at that thing.
Maybe we're not stopping. Scatter shot. Quicken arms. Anchor shot. Take it. Gotcha. Thanks for the support.
Supinator! I got this!
Anyone can smash. My thoughts exactly. Nobody will protect them.
Yeah, it's always squirrels, right? Squirrels and bunnies.
The enemy's element is now.
I mean, you know there will be a Genshin character like that, right? That's inevitable. Well, we're barely healing through a regular crappy fight, so this is not a good indicator.
Everyone's getting psyched.
Let me show you
everything I've got.
Concentrate, Rex.
Sacred arrow.
Not bad at all!
I don't think Zeke as a healer is gonna work.
Okay, time to take you down.
I'll let you know if you start slacking.
You're not wrong, Big Boss. The squirrels in these parts are pretty rough.
Sword bash. Precipitus.
Watch out.
Rolling smash.
Gotcha.
Well done. Maybe we're not.
Sora can do it.
I like your attitude.
Yeah, Malik, it's true.
One shot. Let me take
But why would I do that when I've got Pyra and Mithra, you know?
Rolling smash. Enemy's element is now electric. Anchor shot. Rolling smash.
I'm not doubting it. He's in the group, but
Rolling smash.
it's just not a great fit.
Rolling smash.
Thanks for the support.
What have we here?
I hope you're having a great night too, gals.
Okay, bring it on.
Ah, an Aman Balgus. You've heard of this one. Nasty creature. No, Azel. Those were mostly in the era of games like, 20 plus years ago. That typically does not happen today. A game that didn't work probably wouldn't be reviewed at all. It'd be a waste of time. Yes, Crater, welcome. Man, the script just doesn't work without Nia. Well, I didn't review Cyberpunk, so that was not... It still raises the question. If I have ever reviewed a game that was broken. So broken that I couldn't finish it, was the question. I have not. Certainly I have looked at reviewing plenty of games, and then we didn't review them because after, you know, it wasn't worth the time. Reviewing is a lengthy process, and it takes a long time to do correctly. But I had nothing, you know, Cyberpunk, again, I believe it was finishable. I don't know, I've never played Cyberpunk, so... I think I lost the ability to topple enemies now. By taking Nia out. And I apparently don't have very good healing either. But I got Overload Thunderbeam. Oh wait, actually, you know, I do have an example of a game that fits that bill, but I'm not going to tell you what it was. But it did happen once. Once in 20-some years of doing this. No, Cradle. But it was an unplayable game for me, so it got no review. Like, it would not run on my computer. So hard to review a game that way. Of course! Prime Energy, I don't think anybody's against re-reviewing games. That is not the problem. Problem is, when you look at content creation, reviews are incredibly lengthy. Re-reviewing a game is just... I can't speak for anybody but myself, but that many hours to dedicate to re-going back to all kinds of games and stuff for another review is a lot. I think re-reviews make a lot of sense. I don't think anywhere is adequately staffed to handle that kind of thing. I also think I can't topple enemies anymore. I think everybody would want to re-review things if it was viable. But it's hard enough to even keep up with what's out right now, much less going back to go on titles and re-review them. That, of course, is my perspective and my perspective only, and I don't speak for anybody else. Kindness, I did review Hatred.
Nice one. Scatter shot.
I'm all out of juice.
Oh yeah, these heals are not gonna cut it. Oh, do I want to re-review it? Not really. Has it changed in any fashion that needs to be re-reviewed? Hey, well, what's up? Yeah, gals, I'm hoping to get it soon too. Hoping. Thanks, Wawa. I am. We are having some enjoyment here.
Tora made things a little easier for you. Next time, we won't lose.
Crater, I've reviewed SMT games.
What have we here?
The last several SMT games I've reviewed. You can check them out at GameInformer.com.
Come out, come out.
Yeah. Pish Posh, what's up?
Okay, time to take you down.
How you doing? Yes, friend, it's accurate. I mean, hey, I'm really looking forward to playing an SMT on the Switch, though. I'll tell you that.
I no longer live in fear. Steady. Rolling smash.
Good to see you too, Alana. But yeah, I'm obviously interested in SMT5. I'm sure we'll play some of that on the channel. What is SMT? SMT is a classic, challenging JRPG series. More dungeon crawly than something like this. In one sentence, yes, that's correct. What Crater said is true. Persona came from Shin Megami Tensei. In simple terms, if you're looking for the one-sentence breakdown of what SMT is, it is dark, hardcore Pokemon.
Watch yourself, Rex. Mind you don't fall out, Gramps.
You saw it right, Krindis. Yeah, SMT is a classic series. Most people, like, you know, everybody knows about Persona, but not everybody knows about the series it came from, which is SMT. Which is getting SMT5 on Switch this year. Supposedly. But the SMT games have mostly been on 3DS. Yeah, the plots are wild, really wild. You know, typical JRPG wild. No, it's less story focused, prime energy, and more gameplay, less talky. It's like Persona without the relationship building. And a little bit more complexity to combat. No, Crater, there wasn't. I was speaking in, modern parlance of the times.
You've improved considerably, Tora. Really? Could Tora even become as good as Rex?
Don't worry. I'll protect you from the scary dark.
Parlance of the times,
Put your best foot forward, Rex. Just watch this. Quietly.
Enemies don't give you much XP in this game.
Okay.
It's a real problem. Not quite, Pretendus One. That's a simplification, okay? There's more to it than that. Much bigger focus on combat, exploration, difficult battles. I know I Calmo, but I won't let him win. That's right, Grindus. I don't have to play their game. They're trying to force me to do side quests, but I don't have to. They can't make me. That's right, Croc. I'm gaming my way, alright? That's what Pyra taught me to do. Yes, Grindus, it would be a myth with them. But hey, the core concept here is that we're gaming our way, okay? Yeah, Pretendus, almost all of them. You'll recognize many of the demons playing an SMT game than you do in Persona. I believe it, Phaedron. I haven't really gotten them yet, I don't think. I just have the Toppa. And that's it.
Make haste and retreat.
Nice attack. Hit it. No. Lightning Buster. Why not?
Yes. I mean, hey, I recommend Apocalypse, but I'm sure 5 will be really flashy for the Switch. I enjoyed Apocalypse. It's definitely very different. It's kind of like the more old school version of Persona, if you will.
Treasure acquired.
Ooh. Like, it's a lot more focused on dungeon crawling, a lot more focused on your personas, even though they're just demons in that game. But creating big demons and big broken demons in that game is essential to success. Like, the demons aren't just like something you pull out in combat; they're like your team. So it's and overcrafting is a really big deal. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. What did I want to do? I want to do something with my blade. Yeah, Pentagon chip. Holy crap. Holy God. We gotta go farm those birds so we get some more Pentagon chips. That's an absurd upgrade. Can I buy those in town? That like tripled my damage.
This will be a walk in the park.
I don't know. I feel a bit sorry for them. Abby will show you her true power.
Well, gals, Malk can tell you everything.
Cannon! Easy peasy.
Wait.
No problem at
Why'd that guy disappear?
What have we here?
Anyway, if you like Persona, but you want, you know, a really, really dark game, which is a little bit more challenging than a Persona game, try an SMT. I mean, yeah, it was obviously just tired, kind of. The SMT games are really good. You know the kind of games that I like, right? Like Etrian Odysseys and Labyrinth of Refrain, the old school wizardry likes. SMTs feel more like wizardry likes than modern JRPGs. So if you're into that kind of thing, I suggest you check them out.
How awful.
Or you can just wait for SMT5, because that'll probably be the time that everybody starts caring about the series, since it'll be on Switch.
Over there.
You know? Alright, well this is very interesting. But let's do the stream rate first. I'm gonna go look at some manatees on the Discord here while we wait. Oh, I definitely, you know, I know a lot of people really like Trails of Cold Steel. I have been told that Trails of Cold Steel is definitely not for me, and I believe the people that told me that. Trails of Cold Steel is very story focused. Very, very story focused. Which, as you may know, I don't mind story, but I have heard it's very, very, very story centric, okay?
Everyone, okay?
Just about, I think.
We have to stop it.
How do we do that?
On its back, there's an Ardanium drive mechanism. If we can somehow sever the cables connecting it to each leg, its energy supply will be cut off. It'll stop.
Nah, pretentious. I used to read game manuals.
Sure, that sounds like a feasible
Yes,
measure.
the Persona Q games are excellent. I do like them
If we
a
don't
lot.
mind reducing the whole area to ashes.
They are Etrian style games.
I read
With Persona characters and Persona music. How does it get any better than that? The answer is it's very difficult.
Vaporized Titan bodily fluids. The gas it makes is completely unstable.
There's some super annoying puzzles that I remember from those games, but other than that, they're really good. I do recommend them.
There was an accident here just 3 months ago because we didn't see how unstable it was.
If we just attacked without realizing that.
Oh, damn it!
Why make a weapon that dangerous?
As long as we got the weapon inside enemy lines, destroying the weapon would destroy them too. That was the justification given.
That's so cold, it's almost impressive.
That's exactly why the Emperor called a halt to the excavation.
How we get other people on board?
The control center is protected by 10 layers of armor.
10!
The chances of it being breached or destroyed are low. But that armor is limited.
10 layers of armor.
Cover the energy cables.
So, it's them or nothing.
How we get up on Titan's back?
Up ahead. There's a spot where the cliff juts out. If we can get up there, we'll be able to jump onto its back.
But if our timing's off, we go head first.
I used to read the manual all the time.
And we'd have to make it across, avoiding its attacks all the while.
I'll take care
Remember game manuals?
Fun?
Remember reading?
I mean,
I'll stop the Titan moving. While it's stopped, you all jump onto its back.
Fam, you... Alright then. You better be careful.
Anyway, yeah, Etrian games are great. If you want like a modern style Etrian, you know, we were supposed to be getting an Etrian for the Switch. It got announced in, what, 4 years ago? And we haven't seen it since. I do remember the notes section in Levelhead. I always used to try to write something in there.
Okay, bring it on.
Well, because, okay, so games change, right? Now the manual's in the game. Now we have tutorials. And pop-ups and all kinds of fun stuff like that. There's no need for that kind of stuff anymore. And what a lot of people don't... Manuals were expensive, okay? Production cost-wise. That's another reason they got rid of it. It's a lot of paper. Well, pretentious one, when you want to immerse yourself away from the game, you come here. We'll take care of you. Crindus, you're absolutely right. Fraga Guyana. What's the bird called, do you think? It's probably just called Snoth. Ah, the Gudenlaya. I knew it. I knew we'd face such a terrible beast. Beware the beast, the Gudenlaya. Gals, I bet I could write an awesome Xenoblade fanfic.
Concentrate, Rex. Gotcha. Sword back. Make haste and retreat. Sword back. We can do it. Gotcha. Rolling smash. Leave it to Dora. Ha.
Ooh, whoa! I got hit by Bomberhead. Yo, Gudenlaya just decided to cheat here at the end. Oh no, wait, I got aggro from... What is hitting me? Oh! There are several more Gudenlayas. Where do these come from? Well, I guess I'm dead.
It's fine, we'll get them yet. I hope things went well.
Try to do it properly.
You hope things went well. We just died, yo.
Come out, come out.
Where do those Gudenlayas come from?
Come out, come out.
You know, I blame Malk. He didn't tell me to watch out for the Gudenlayas. He only told me to watch out for the Gayuga. Alright, well this is not the way. We'll find our way to the top of this rocky crag. Approach Judicium's weaponized Titan. Okay, Malk. I'm not gonna vote in your poll. Why would I vote in the poll? Wait, what? Wait, do I have to go past the Gyudens? Alright, Malk, I'll vote in the poll. Let me kill this Froga Guyana. Let me vote. I'm gonna vote right here. Alright, Malk, I voted. Of course I can pretend this one.
Rolling smash.
Oh, this fight looks like it's going just like it did last time. I mean, with my two characters, so I don't know how we're gonna pull this creature back. That's the problem. You know, me too, Ikelma.
Master Pawn is on fire! Rolling smash! One shot! Let me take yours!
I mean, Krynos, it's true. Wait, how did I even die? What the hell?
Master Pawn, I will save you!
Truly lamentable.
You know, Hybrid, I don't, but the game really wants to force me into playing tank killer DPS.
It's a new day. No! We lost the upper hand. Dang! It's found us. Almost there. Ah!
I guess those enemies are just there to grind on if you can't kill the boss, maybe?
Leave her. She'll be fine. Trust me.
No, gals, Nia is not the spinning kata. Spinning kata is Tora and Poppy.
Now, let's move.
Nia is healing Halo. Hey, Greyhound, what's up?
An independent defense mechanism. Ardanian technology. My apologies.
Why would you even bloody make something like that?
Rich later, fight now.
I'm alright, how are you? Uh-oh. Ashima's core.
Let's show him a thing or three. Why not? Ah, I missed.
I'm fine.
Don't give up on me.
Thanks for the support.
Focusing on target.
Maybe we're not.
Yes!
Sword back.
Master Pawn, get attention of enemies. Wicked hearts.
Why not? Rolling smash. Focusing on target.
Thanks, Wheatons.
I urge you. One shot. Let the lady enemy gotcha. Steady will protect Master Pawn. Tora will do it. Keep eye on it.
Sword back. Yeah.
Maybe we'll get out of this.
Watch out.
Who knows, gals? Weird things happen, you know? Wait, how did Tora die?
Rise and shine, Tora.
I saw. We We got some big damage coming in.
It'll be fine. We can turn it around. Rolling smash.
Meh, meh, meh. Exactly, Greyhound. We're gonna need more healing Halo. What the? What am I doing wrong? I think we're gonna have some more Krindus, just later.
Tora made things a little easier for you. Next time, we won't lose.
I'm not so sure about that.
No! We lost the upper hand. New enemy in the mix.
Thanks for the support.
Well, maybe we should go, like,
Pay attention to me.
enhance our gear a little bit.
Defense protocol activated. Thanks, Poppy.
Wait, what?
What happened? Next time, lucky, Master Pawn.
Like, wait, what? Those are good equipment slots, I think. Ooh, wow. Shell shoes. Wait. Agility's for damage in this game, right? This is like a weird game. Or maybe not. I don't know. Whatever, seems good. What's up, Crater? No, we're not talking about SMT anymore, but hey, I'm always down to talk about SMT. Do we already have the best stuff that I've got? I need to go get some pouch effects.
Ah, apologies. I have a soft spot for this.
Go ahead, Barf. What's up? That's a good question, Barf. A very good one.
The wind is my mate.
Poppy boosters engaged.
I don't think I'm actually high enough level to beat this thing.
Okay, time to take you down.
I can take
Focusing on target. Anchor shot. Make this retreat. Why not? Ha!
Oh, Crater, you're gonna have a blast. Now, SMG4 is a tough game. It's like the Dark Souls of JRPGs. Alright? That's a joke, but it's hard. It's on the harder end of JRPGs. Neither. SMG4 is a different game. I'm not saying Persona's a great game. Well, because it's like the boss, Jake is. That's why. And see, it's a very deep battle. The player has to figure out that they have to attack the power lines instead of the other big orb thing.
Concentrate, Rex.
What is that? How can I dodge it? Okay.
No time to rest, Rex.
Yeah, that's my bad.
Well, we died it. We died it again.
I'm all out of juice.
I think we might need a little bit more.
It's fine.
We might need some upgrades.
Try to do it properly this time.
Just so. Dang, it's found us.
I mean, Malk, we're clearly gonna have some issues with it.
I'm all out of juice.
I can still fight.
Sweet. Well, if that's why I put that out there, Pretendus One. That means I don't think you'd like those games then. Probably. No, don't do one. I'm gonna go. I think we need to go kill some stuff. Well, I guess we can try one more time. One more. If not, though, we're gonna go get some loot.
The wind is my mate.
I mean, I don't even think I'm doing anything wrong. Like, I could be though. To be fair, I could be.
Watch yourself, Rex. All right, already. Focusing on target. Anchor shot. Maybe we're not.
Like, I don't think there's much to do in this fight except hit the power lines.
Gotcha.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Why not? Please leave it to Tora. Rolling
Raging tiger.
I like your attitude. Sure.
Now it's chance.
Like, should I be going over here and like trying to dodge behind these things? I don't think that's a real thing.
Maybe we'll get out of this alive.
Make haste and retreat.
Yeah, SMT Apocalypse. That's my favorite one. Well, I mean, in SMT you can always grind. You're gonna be grinding and making new new demons is very important. Very classic JRPG philosophy.
Let me show you everything I've got. Concentrate, Rex. Sacred arrow.
Yeah, I like Apocalypse. It's fun. Yeah. I mean, I'm guessing I'm doing something wrong, but I'm not sure what. No, yeah, we're dead.
I'm all out of juice.
I'll bash you up proper next time, I swear.
Right. Be wary not to push yourself too hard.
Off we go. Refresh and set off again.
Wait, this is the same place. Oh yeah, I like Etrianos a lot.
Refresh and set off again.
What have we here?
Should probably go to town. You know, that's true, Shredded, but this definitely isn't real life, okay? I wouldn't advise being up on this strange area in real life.
Let's get going.
No, there's gotta be like a weapon shop here, right? That I missed. Heart cookies. Ah, yep. Here's a vendor. And an inn. Big finds. These are both nice. Pretentious one, yeah, there is a big doggo to fight in Dark Souls. Oof, I lose a lot of block. That's like double the DPS. That's pretty. Alright. That should help quite a bit, actually. And these levels will help a lot, too. Well, only one level.
I'm getting better.
Because we don't do quests, but...
I'm stronger than this, you know?
You know what?
Much,
One level is a big
much
level.
Stronger. More strong now.
Levels mean a lot in this game. But yeah, Pretenders, when we don't like killing the big doggo in Dark Souls, actually. We like fighting with the doggo on our side.
Did you have a restful sleep?
Alright, stream raid time. I have a feeling that we're gonna win. What do you feel like? Anyway, thanks for being here tonight, gang. I really do appreciate it. I hope everyone's having a blast. Oh, Tuesday, am I right? We're coming along nicely on Xenoblade, and we're having a good time. And in just 20 or so days, Kingdom Hearts 2 is going to come out on PC, which is its own special beast. And guess what? We're going to have some other fun surprises worked in along the way, of course, as well. As always. Alright. So those new weapons should help a lot. The one level should help a little. And of course, it's time for some foodies. Calcino Deli. Ah, my favorite, the wrapped Glarna Bake. I swear, the name's in this game. We gotta find some real food. Those are some cheap dishes.
When did he...
You know, for the Holy City, this place doesn't have great stuff. Hey Barry, have a great one. Thanks for coming. I do appreciate it. Always good to see you. Yeah, Barry Pawn. That's right, everybody's Pawn. During the Xenoblade 2 playthrough, everybody gets to be Pawn, okay?
Let's rest a spell.
Let's get going.
As I recall, there's some pretty good baked goods in this city. They use ultrafine grain from the windmill for the beat paste. Oh, that's not that great. We gotta go to that other place. Melk, would you stop on that? There's no tights! I made no changes to the character whatsoever. And the worst part is you know that I didn't. That's right. Pretentious Pawn, Milk Pawn, Grindus Pawn.
Let's rest a spell.
Let's get going.
That's right. Even Prime Pawn. Ah, the lentil milkshake. That's good stuff. Let's load up on lentil milkshakes.
Having this makes me real happy.
I'm glad.
Woo! Super tasty treat for Tora!
Alright, new blades, couple of A level, an affinity reward. You know, these all add up.
I'm growing stronger by the...
Critical update in...
My thirst for not.
You know, what sucks is I really want to use Zeke on my team. He's definitely cool. Alright, we'll give it a whirl like this.
Let's rest.
If this doesn't work,
Let's get going.
well... there's always other alternatives.
The wind is my mate.
Oh. Okay, time to take you guys. Focusing on target. Anchor shot.
Healing Halo!
Focusing on target. Sword bash. Yeah. Quicken arc. Why not? Rolling smash.
Now we look at Let's go!
Anchor shot. Let us make use of it now.
Thanks, Bobby!
I mean, they have.
Try to keep it steady!
Rolling smash.
They are powerful power lines. To be sure. Malk, what's up? You think so?
Rolling smash. Anchor shot.
I don't know, Malk. Other people in chat said they died on this fight too.
It's getting tough. Why here?
Not again, Rex! Fight!
Truly lamentable.
No time to rest, Rex! Well, one
That's
shot!
my...
Let me
Yeah,
take
keep
it
it together. Gotcha! We may not win this one. Way too much.
You may not survive another blow.
No, we're dead.
Let me show you.
Why here? It's fine. We'll get them yet.
I mean, I'm clearly just not engaging with one of the fight mechanics.
The wind is my mate.
But it's very difficult to watch that, the core, if I'm attacking the other thing. Hey, good night, Azelle. Thank you for coming. Yeah, I'm not sure what the secret is.
Everyone beat as one shot. Let me take it. Why not? I no longer will be beat. No official. Yeah. Sword back. Steady. One shot. Let me take it. Ha! Gotcha. Focusing on target. Make haste and no effect. Sword back. Please leave it to the strength. Focus. Why not? Let me take it. Rolling smash. Scatter shot.
Well, I can't hurt this thing.
Make haste and retreat.
Everyone's gonna check. Why not? Happy will protect friends. Ha! Rolling smash.
Eagle eye.
Spinning. Anchor shot.
Make haste and retreat.
Well, no kidding, Milk. I knew that.
We can do it. Just spin it.
Make haste and retreat.
Yeah, it's there to be a...
One shot. Let me take it. Gotcha. Rolling smash. Ha! Quicken arc bash. Jaguar spinning.
Make haste and retreat.
Steady. One shot. Anchor shot. Let me take it. Ha! Opponent has no shortage of strength. Why not? Anchor shot. Ha!
Let us make use of
Let's
it
give him the full treatment. Jaguar this. This'll be over before they know what's to do. Hey, we deflected it. Pow! Cannon! Focus! Rolling smash!
Never pretend to swim. Good evening, reviewer. I've never broken a keyboard, I've never thrown a controller, and I've never rage quit a game. Well, you know what I meant. Of course I've broken mice. It's not in the way that rage quitting means.
Let us make use of it. Save yourself.
I've got a very zen approach to conflict, I guess you could say.
Let us make use of it now.
Why am I dying? Got no heals.
Opponent has no shortage of strength. Hey, they deflected it. Why not? Right, scatter shots. We can do it. Gotcha. I'm fighting save your thanks for that. Maybe we'll get out of this.
Right on, Cronus.
Show you the true power. Quicken arts.
The juice. Rex, pull yourself together.
Alpha by nature. Stand up and fight, Tress. Steady. I'm finding it hard to tell. Healing halo.
It'll be fine. We can turn it around.
Spinning. One shot. Let me take it anywhere.
Gotcha.
Let us make use of it now.
Steady. Foresight isn't working.
Rolling smash.
Let us make use of it now.
Thanks, Nia.
No, not just to protect my electronics, pretend this one, but it's not out of any attempt to keep my electronics safe or anything. Although I guess that's a nice bonus.
Why not? Why not?
No, you can't. The power line is. Oh yeah, there's.
Huh? No way. Anchor shot. Make haste.
I'm getting fired up.
You may not win this one.
Grumps, you worry too much.
Just scatter shot.
Thanks for that.
Taste the pain.
Wild boar.
Maybe we'll get out of this alive after all.
Anchor shot.
Sure.
Let us make use of it now.
Cut that out. Hey, we deflected it. Please leave it.
Gotcha.
Make haste and retreat.
Ready for drill.
What? Anchor shot.
Well done. Maybe
No, power lines, Rudy, power lines. And I think I'm gonna die again.
not again, Rex. Stand up and fight.
Thanks, Nia. Gotcha. Why not?
Wicked arts.
Why
Scatter
not?
shot.
Everyone's great rolling smash.
The game has a lot of frame rate issues.
You worry too much.
One shot. Let me take it.
Why not?
Thanks, Pop. Pow, pow. Holy, you got you. Defense protocol activated. Steady.
Gotcha. No effect.
Aqua wave.
Why not?
It definitely taxes the Switch, no doubt.
One shot. Let me take it. Denial protocol.
Why not?
Right.
Sword bash. Rolling smash.
You may not win this one.
Make haste and retreat.
You worry too much.
Healing halo.
Much obliged.
Watch out.
Just give me the heads up.
Focusing on
in. Try
Everyone's gonna sight. Let us make use of it now. You worry too much.
Steady.
There is a lot of character dialogue.
Nah, I can keep going. Sure. Hit it. No. Let us make use of it here. Rex, pull yourself together. Thanks, Nia.
Must be more careful. Rest one.
Hold your horse. I cannot
It's getting tough.
We could not protect Master.
Why here?
Alright.
It's fine. We'll get them
I
yet.
think guys, we might have to farm up a little.
Try to do it properly this time.
I am capturing at 60. I'm capturing at 60, just so you know, Jagris.
Put your best foot forward, Rex.
You put your feet up over there. All right, Gramps?
The wind is my mate.
I might have to, Malk.
Oh.
One must be more careful.
Wicked arts. Wicked Maybe we'll get out of this alive after all.
I'm not even gonna be alive 2 minutes, Mel.
Rolling smash. Maybe I'm finding it hard to hear. Don't give up on me. Sword bash. Anchor shot. I'm no longer looking at feet. Repeat them. Rolling smash. Sword bash.
It's okay.
Let us make use of that. One shot. Anchor shot.
Let me show you
everything I've got.
Concentrate, Rex.
Sacred arrow. Rolling smash. Scatter shot. Halo. Sword bash. Jaguar smash.
Last upon the
Taurus body. Toradil. Fight.
Tora made things a little easier for you. Next time, we won't lose.
People were betting on the easy bet there.
Wind is my mate.
Good evening, some sort. How you doing?
Engaged.
Let's show him a thing or three.
That's right, La Rezer. Dang, Mechons. Well, I'll pretend this one you don't watch enough then.
One shot. Take cannon. Gotcha. Wicked heart. Let's go.
Good night, gals. Have a great one. Oh, that's definitely not true review.
For sure.
There are tanks, healers, and DPS in this game. It's very, very MMO style.
I'm rolling smash. Jaguar shot.
Haste and retreat.
Why not? Anchor shot. Hey, pay attention to it. I won't It'll be fine. You can turn it around. Yeah. Now I'm fighting.
Get attention.
Roll now. Tora ready as here.
Now we will protect friends.
Gotcha. I'm no longer looking feet.
You may not survive another
No
blow.
one can stop us now.
We're gonna need a lot of luck on our side.
I missed.
Kind of stuck here.
Truly lamentable.
Hey, pay attention to this.
Neos, keep it together.
Must be more careful. Rest a while. I apologize.
Right here.
Not again, Rex.
No time to rest, Rex. That's my bad, Tora.
Poppy will protect
So done. Why
Well,
here?
that's another one. I'm sure I can, Jake Raisin. I'm sure I will.
easier for you. Next time, we won't lose.
The wind is my mate.
We're fighting this thing, La Rezer.
Put your best foot forward, Rex.
Mind you don't fall out, Gramps.
Wicked arms.
You must be more careful. Rest a while.
Operating at max.
Sure. Scatter shot! For sure! Just do it! Gotcha! Make haste and retreat! Why not? Well done, Sword power! Sure. Like your attitude. I'm fine for shot. It'll be fine. We can turn it around.
That only works if I live for 2 minutes, Mel.
Why not? Scatter shot! Everyone's getting psyched. Let it roll now. Cut that out. Science! Jaguar! Why not?
Make haste and retreat.
Cannon! Gotcha! Why not? Let me take it!
Let us make use of it now.
Yeah, 2 months sounds about right.
Rolling smash! We can do it! Why not?
Well done. Maybe we're not.
Yeah! My thoughts exactly. Anchor shot.
Make haste and retreat.
Now I'm fired. Oh!
I'm getting fired up.
Sword back.
Ow! Master Bomb. Enemy is getting hit.
Ha!
Well done. Maybe
One shot.
Make haste
Let me
and
take
retreat.
it. Poppy will protect Master Bomb. Thanks, Poppy. Steady.
get out of this one.
Quicken arms.
Keep it together.
Stay strong.
Ha! Gotcha! Focusing on target. Anchor shot.
Let us make use of it now.
Yeah! Focusing on target.
Yes.
Why not?
One shot.
Yeah!
Let me take it and distract me.
Anchor shot.
Out your way.
Master Bomb, watch out.
Sure.
Oh, you can't do that. Danger, Master Bomb.
Jaguar
Let us make use of it.
Don't give up on me.
I don't understand the colors, or I just don't know what they mean. Like, it seems no matter what I do, it eventually just blows up and kills me.
Gotcha. Sword. Everyone's getting psyched.
Well done. Go easy. One shot. Let me take it.
Gotcha. Why here?
Nope, no shrouded. No, no.
My boy.
Stand up and fight. I'm finding it. One shot. Let me take it.
Gotcha. Hit it. No.
It's very possible, Malk. That's fine.
Why not?
Hold your horse.
It's getting tough. Rise and shine, Tora.
None of that.
I want that.
Gotcha.
Taste the pain.
Is this it?
Pay attention to me. I'm going
Don't
down
give up
without
on me.
a fight.
Let us make use of it now.
Sure. Anchor shot. Gotcha. Now I'm fired. Oh!
I'm getting fired up.
Focusing on
One shot. Scatter shot.
Gotcha. Why here?
Not again, Master.
No time.
I apologize.
One shot. Let me take it. Oh, Poppy. Hold your horses.
It's getting tough. Why not? Thanks. I'm all out of juice. It's fine. We'll get them yet.
Try to do it properly.
Yeah, I mean, there's obviously a trick to it over here, but it's not even a DPS fight. I just don't understand what the game's trying to tell me. Clearly, you do not want to get blown up by the green blast. We got that figured out. I even know when it starts doing the green blast, which is like under half, but I don't think there's any way to stop it that I have discerned.
Make haste and retreat.
Gotcha. Anchor shot.
Okay, maybe we'll get out of this.
My thoughts exactly. Sure.
Now is chance.
Sword bash.
Let's go.
Eagle Eye.
No panic.
Now I'm fired. Oh,
Well done.
anchor shot.
Make haste and retreat.
Spinning. Jaguar flash. Hey, pay attention to me.
Yeah. I mean, hey, just like the first game review, it's all about getting fired up.
Anchor shot. Rolling smash. Why not?
Shot. Quick and hard.
Raging Tiger.
Sure.
Maybe we'll get out of this alive after all. Hearts of everyone think we can do it.
Gotcha.
Master Pawn, watch out. The alpha.
Rolling smash.
Eagle Eye.
Yeah.
Healing halo.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Jaguar
Anchor shot.
Maybe we're not.
Like your It'll be fine. We can turn it around. Rise and shine, Tora.
I apologize.
Ready? We can do it.
Mia, keep it together.
Jaguar flash.
Let us make use of it now.
I'm
Focusing on target.
Pay attention to me.
It'll be fine. We can turn it around.
One shot. Let me take it.
Gotcha.
Scatter shot.
I missed.
Healing halo.
I just don't get it. See, it did that, wow, it did that even when I was not attacking the wire.
One shot.
Rolling smash.
Yes, Nia does yell for heals.
Nah, I can keep going.
One shot. Let me take it.
Darn. Why here?
Healing Halo, indeed.
It's fine. We'll get them yet.
Try to do it properly.
I doubt it, Review Group, I doubt it. I should have figured it out already, but clearly that is not in the cards. But a stream rate is. Hey, it's not, you know, you're suffering more than I am, trust me. Alright, what do we got next? We got, an unknown battle. Let's drop the dance nabarb. Blue Stinger music.
The wind is my mate.
Oh. Okay, time to take you down.
I'll let you know if you start fighting. Maybe we'll get out of this.
Yeah, it didn't make sense to have that when the game was called Stream Raiders Leaf. They changed most of the branding away from Stream Captain and Stream Raiders, which is a smart play.
Healing Halo. Anchor shot. Why not? Thanks for the support. Try to keep it up. Ha! We'll beat them. Everyone's getting psyched. We don't know over now. Hearts of everyone beats everyone. Protocol activate. Steady. Rolling smash. Anchor shot. Why not?
I mean, I bet I could just get a few levels and I could just trivialize this whole fight, but I think so now.
Why not? Pow! Cannon! Ha! Sword bash!
That's not giving up. That's just playing smart.
Now I'm fired! Oh! Rolling smash! Master bomb! Get attention! Let us make use of it now! Give everything I've got! Concentrate, Rex! Tomorrow we'll shred now!
Nope. Nothing like that.
Grab set rest. Healing Halo!
You may not survive another blow.
Stand up and fight, Rex! Thanks, Mia! Must be more careful. Sword bash!
Right.
Maybe we'll get out of this alive. Mia, keep it together!
I apologize.
I am unrelenting, but I wanna go into this fight with more tools, I guess.
Fight! Tora made things a little easier for you.
Next time, we won't lose.
The wind is my mate.
Oh.
Put your best foot forward, Rex.
Just watch this. Quietly.
Bobby will show you the true power.
Why not? Yeah. Focusing on target. Yes, yes.
Well done. Maybe we're not.
Like your
I mean, it's easy money, kinda. Easy quackers.
Well done. My thoughts exactly.
Let us make use of it now.
Sword bash. Try to keep it up. Rolling smash.
Defense protocol activated.
Steady. Javelin flash.
Let us make use of it now.
Sword bash. Rolling smash. I'm fighting this. Healing Halo. Anchor shot.
Let us make use of it now.
Gotcha. Yeah. Sure. Anchor shot.
Let us make use of it. Eagle Eye.
Yeah. Well done. Maybe we're not. Now I'm fired. Oh. Anchor shot.
Let us make use of it now.
Denial protocol.
Thanks, Poppy. Ha. Rolling smash. Javelin flash. Why not? Cyclone smash. Nah, I can keep going. Wing smash. You're still breathing. Mia, keep it together.
Can't stay along.
Stand up and fight, Travis.
That's the
Thanks, Nia.
Yeah.
Done. Why here?
Like I said, I'm sure I could trivialize it if I just get some more levels. That's not the correct solution, but it'll work.
Tora made things a little easier for you.
Next time, we won't lose.
The wind is my mate.
It's a weird fight. And it doesn't help that Nia's starting at 1 HP.
Pay attention to me. It'll be fine. We can turn it around. Sure. Please leave it to Dora. I will gotcha. Wicked arts. So do it. Smack the enemy. Hurty, hurty. Sure. Gotcha. Happy will protect. Thanks for the support. Steady. No, everyone's getting sight. Now it's chance. Sword bash. I'm no longer living feet. We'll beat them with the power of friendship.
Let us make use of it.
Why not? Anchor shot. Ha! Spinning. Sword bash. Steady.
Yeah, the quackers have lost their value. It's got quacker inflation.
Okay, now here we go. Be careful. I sense everyone's getting excited. Wide yeah. Anchor shot. Let us make use of it.
You won the moment. Called on me.
Rolling smash. Scatter shot.
Stay back.
Wicked ha. Yeah. I'm finding it hard.
I apologize.
I'm all out of juice. Sorry, God.
No, it's not even. It's not a difficulty spike, Prime Energy. It starts doing this mechanic, and I don't know how to stop it from doing it. That is the only issue. That is the problem. That's the whole fight.
Dan, thanks for all you do for us. You always bring joy whenever you go. Much love and respect to the Duke's Godfathers.
Okay.
Thank you so much for Tendus One. I really appreciate that.
Why not?
Pretentious One, thank you so much for the awesome dono. Let's hear it in chat for Pretentious One and the massive duck bomb that we just got hit with. That's a very generous donation, Pretentious One. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate it a lot. And that was a very kind message to go along with it as well. I mean, it's not a cycle. I appreciate it. See, it does the thing. Okay, it's short-circuited. But it shackles your dudes at the same time, so you can't use them. I just don't get it.
Rise and shine, Tora.
Stay back. You may not survive another blow. Truly.
Out of juice.
Oh well.
I'll bash you up next time.
For one thing, let's hear it for Pretentious One, who I really appreciate, and I want to thank for that amazing mid-fight donation. I mean, if you're betting on me at this point, you're throwing your channel points away. Yeah, that's a fact.
The wind is my mate.
Oh no, we're not doing that.
Okay, time to take you down. Show the true power. Unbeatable team. Why not? Wicked arms. Ha! Anchor shot. Maybe we'll get out of this line after all. My thoughts exactly.
Eagle Eye.
Sure. Master Point, watch out. Please leave it to Tora. Quicken arms. Why not? Enemy has gotcha. Maybe we'll get out of this line activated. My anchor shot. Why not? Protocol activated. We can make the enemy hurty. Now I'm fired. Oh.
Anyway, you know, I was not able to give you the proper accolades, Pretentious One, since I was trying in vain to defeat the fight yet again. But I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. And thanks for being here night after night.
Eagle Eye.
Gotcha. Just make use of it now. Why not? For sure. Quicken arms. Everyone's getting shot. Rolling smash. Make use of it now. Healing halo. Taste the pain. Ha! Yeah! I no longer
We may not win this one.
Nia, keep it together.
I apologize.
Right here.
Not again, Rex. Stand up and fight, Rex.
Yeah! Thanks, Nia. Hit it, no! It'll be fine. I'm all out of juice. It's fine. We'll get them yet.
Try to do it properly this time.
The wind is my mate.
Oh, well, thank you, Pretentious One. Believe me, I appreciate that. Why does Nia have 1 health?
Let's show them a thing or three.
But seriously, though, I appreciate the gesture quite a bit. Thank you.
Rolling smash.
Let us make use of
Why
it
not?
now.
Well done. Anchor shot. Gotcha. Steady. Let's go. Are you ready for powerful? Rolling smash. Everyone's getting psyched. Anchor shot. Let us make use of it now. Sure, for sure. Rolling smash. Quicken activated. Why not? Further support. Yeah. Sword back. One shot. Let me rolling smash. Yeah.
Eagle Eye.
Please leave it to Tora.
I know. It's a waste of time, right?
Go easy. Why not? It's getting tough. Sure. Anchor shot. Everyone's getting excited. Now, I can keep going. Sword back. I'm here.
You may not survive the blow.
I can still
Oof.
True. No time to rest, Rex. Ha! That's mad. Nia, keep it together.
Make haste and retreat. Tide of battle flows unfavorably.
It's fine, we'll get them yet.
Try to do it properly this time.
It might be that time, Elaine.
New enemy in the mix. Maybe we'll get out of this live after all. That's a sweet you like your attitude. Ha! Quick and hard. Yeah. One shot. Let me take it. Gotcha. Cannon. Got it. Shorty. Save yourself.
Must be more careful.
I mean, wow. Well, we are getting slaughtered by the regular enemies outside the boss fight.
I'll bash you up proper next time, I swear.
Be wary not to push yourself too hard.
And Nia loves to stand in that fire for some reason.
Okay, bring it on.
QT operating at max power. Wow. Cannon. Quick and hard. Sure, maybe we'll get out of this alive after all.
I like your attitude.
Watch out. Thanks for the support.
Ha! So pow!
Maybe we'll get out of this alive after all.
Gotcha!
I'm all set.
Yeah!
No! Steady!
Everyone's in sight! Gotcha!
It is a Guden Laya, yes. A dangerous creature, to be sure.
None of that. Thanks, Mia. Why not?
Maybe we'll get out of this alive.
Sword bash!
Oof.
I can still.
Well, yeah.
Let me take it.
I apologize deeply.
Out of juice.
I'll bash you up proper next time, I swear.
Be wary not to push yourself too hard.
I'm not even like trying. I'm just trying to do one enemy so I can get my bar filled up for the boss fight. But even that is too much to ask.
What have we here?
In my experience,
My party bar.
Just so.
Do it like I showed you in the real
I'll show you her true
Let us make use of it now.
I can't get it to 3 during the fight. I already figured it's not possible. But we can't even kill a regular enemy in this effing level. This is ridiculous.
Tora made things a little easier for you. Next time, we won't lose.
Oh, I got killed there. That's what's happening, Lorezer. Death. And I don't know if I can take the a charged up bar from area to area. I don't actually know that. I am uncertain of this.
Off we go! Refresh and set off again.
Come out, come out. And hit! Okay, time to take you down.
Come on,
Why not?
Maybe we'll get out of this alive after all.
Sword back!
Oh.
I'm finding it hard to see to that.
It'll be anchor shot! Let us make use of it. Gotcha!
You know, this is what I get for not doing side quests.
Guess I really am the best. Yeah! No one can stop us now. I won't fight. Scatter shot!
Hey, Crater, have a great night, yo.
Rolling smash! Short right on!
Watch out! Pow, pow!
The enemy's element is now everyone's getting sight!
Let us stop you.
Steady!
Rolling smash!
Protocol activated! Thanks, Poppy!
We're here!
Let's get going.
Yeah, praying might help a little, Milk.
The wind is my mate.
You didn't see that, Prime Energy.
Oh. Let's show him a thing or three. Anchor shot! Eagle eye! Sure.
Quick and hard!
Why not? Yeah! Shot! Gotcha!
Maybe we'll get out of this alive after all.
My thoughts exactly. Rolling smash.
Leave it to Tora. I'll do it. Poppy missile. Maybe we're not.
Anchor shot.
Make haste and retreat.
I mean, either way, this fight is complete BS, but, you know.
Sure. Rolling smash. Ha!
Try to keep it up.
Sword bash.
Let us make use of it now.
Scatter shot.
Yeah! Let's give him the full treat. Rolling smash.
Ow, ow.
Ha!
You just somebody to think outside the bun? I could go for a cheesy, crunchy gordita.
Turn it around. Rolling smash. Thanks for that.
We can make the enemy
Anchor shot. Let us make use of it now.
Great.
Sword bash. Pyra.
I think this needs a lighter touch.
Do it together.
Begin.
We're up, Gramps.
Ray of control.
Excellent.
You fight Poppy.
Get him, Nia. On it.
Raging Tiger!
Tora, Poppy, Yura. Tora, right on time. Go, go, go. Are you ready for Poppy's full capabilities?
Chain attack. Finish.
That's not enough.
Scatter shot.
Now I'm dead, that's what.
I'm all out of juice. It's fine. We'll get them yet.
Try to do it properly this time.
Off we go.
I don't know why people would still bet after that many. It's like, what are you doing? Save your quackers.
What have we here?
Save your quackers. It ain't worth it.
Come out. No! We lost the upper hand.
Coffee QT operating at max power. Cannon!
Ha! Yeah! Yeah!
Yes, Prentice, you did.
Maybe we're not.
Now the NPC is offering a tip, Jagris. I don't begrudge that.
Why not?
Thanks for the support.
Yeah! No one can stop us now.
Make haste and
Why
retreat.
not? Gotcha! Why not?
One shot. Let me take a shot.
The enemy's element is now Make haste and retreat.
Rolling smash!
Tora can do it.
Sword smash! Why not?
That's right, Lilith.
Topple them!
Make haste.
Why not?
Tora! Eye up.
Gotcha!
Fighting's what I do best.
It sounds fun.
Yeah, Nene is clearly our king of the ring.
Let us go.
Alright, this is gonna be the last stream raid of the night. We will do one more attempt on this boss, but this is the last stream raid. Before we do the boss, I want to thank everybody for coming tonight. I do appreciate it. Sorry we got stuck on this thing for a little bit, but we'll get past it eventually. That's the key. And special thanks and special shout out to Pretentious One for the amazing dono tonight. No, I'm not, Lorezer. Wow, Krynus is pretty good. Krynus won with that. Oh, that's awesome. I have not heard. I mean, I heard of it. I haven't tried it, Levelhead, nor have I played it. So, but that always intrigued me. Yeah, Malk will we'll take care of that. We'll take care of that, Krynus. I'm not sure what happened there. Okay, Stream Raiders is done.
The wind is my mate.
I'm sure it'll happen some sort of. Maybe not tonight, but it'll happen. But big thanks to the group for coming out tonight and everything, as usual.
Let's show him a thing or three.
Tora will try not to get
I do appreciate it.
Danger, Master Pawn. Tora's in bad shape.
Anchor shot.
Retreat.
Maybe we'll get out of this
Now
alive
I'm
after all.
fired up.
Right, now. I won't say.
Why not?
Scatter shot. Get attention of enemies.
Watch out!
How you win? Anchor shot.
Make haste and retreat.
Jaguar Tora will show them.
No one can stop us now. Why not? This is spinning. Rolling smash.
It's all good, man. Thank you for all the polls tonight.
Let us make use
Why
of it
not?
now.
Scatter shot.
Mid-thrust.
One moment.
Anchor shot.
Maybe we're not.
I like your attitude.
Please leave it to Tora.
Gotcha.
Away.
Rolling enemy is getting distracted.
I no longer live in fear.
Tora will show them Halo.
Pyra.
I think this needs a light.
Stop. Me first. Hit it. No.
Flame Nova.
Excellent.
Get him, Nia.
Here I can. Ready or go.
Raging tiger!
Tora, Hoppy, Yura. Tora right here.
No, I don't have it. I just didn't do enough damage during that phase. I can't. That was less than last time.
Why here?
Oof. Yeah, Shrouded, I got that. I was not able to attach any.
Be wary not to push yourself too hard.
The wind is my mate.
That was a really bad bet, Low Reser. If something happens 15 times in a row, you don't bet on it to change the 16th time. Oh, now I don't even have. Now I don't even have the thing. Oh boy, I didn't turn a bar up. Now we're definitely screwed.
Maybe we'll get out of this alive after all. I think this needs a light.
Tora can do it.
Focusing on target. See you next. Yeah. Stand up the car.
Hoppy will protect Master Pawn.
That might work, Prime Energy.
Everyone's getting psyched.
Try the support.
No effect. Yeah.
What?
Hoppy will protect Master Pawn.
I like your attitude.
Oh, I was hoping that they would charge them up, so they could do a higher level one that would put an orb on. Their level 1 ones that I'm using don't seem to put an orb on the opponent.
my juice.
Get attention to stand up and fight, Trex.
Thanks, Mia.
It's getting tough. Mia, keep it together.
Right here.
Looks like our
Stand up
numbers
and
up.
fight, Trex.
I feel
Thanks, Mia. I'm sorry. Rex, save yourself. Why here?
I'll keep that in mind, Shrouded.
I'll bash you up proper next time, I swear.
Be wary not to push yourself too hard.
the wind is my mate.
Oh. If only I was 500 years younger.
Mind you don't fall like that. Why not?
Well done. Maybe we're not.
My thoughts are exactly. Why not? Rolling smash. Gotcha.
Tora will do it. Tora will show you the true power.
Give us a hand.
That doesn't make you smash.
My bullet. Now I'm fired.
Hearts of everyone beat one.
I feel my power.
Don't give up on me.
Make haste and retreat.
Anchor shot.
Let us make use of it now.
Everyone's getting sight.
Termination
Ha! Steady! Rolling smash!
send you to the last
Mia.
I'm very sorry. Stand up and fight.
All right.
Thanks, Mia.
Let us make use of it now.
Tora in bad shape.
I don't have my ultimate, so there's no way it's gonna happen. Hey, what's up, Dubois? We're just about closing for the night, but good to see you.
Mia, keep it together. I'm out of juice. Pull yourself together. Thanks, Mia.
Must be more careful. Rest one.
Flame Nova.
Truly.
Rex, maybe you should slow down.
It's getting tough.
That's right, Grindus.
I'm all out of juice.
It's a good song.
It's fine. We'll get them yet.
All right, we'll have to do more Power Blade attempts tomorrow. That's gonna do it for this evening. We'll get more raid attempts in tomorrow night. Thank you all for coming, and thank you so much for Tentious One again for the supercharged hype train. Yeah, we'll be back on. We'll start here tomorrow on this encounter. Not a big deal. Yeah, Shroud, I was hitting them that time. I thought they charged up to 3, but that was my mistake. No, thank you all for coming. I do appreciate it. We'll get the power cords tomorrow night. Not a big deal. All right, now it's not tricky, okay? It's just a, it is unlike any other encounter we fought in the game yet. So, requires a different set of things to do. But we'll get it, I have no doubt. But until tomorrow, this is DT signing off. I'll see you tomorrow night. We'll take this thing on. No worries. Have a wonderful freaking evening, and thank you so much for coming, everybody. I do appreciate it. I'm sorry if I bored you with that with the cord cutting and all, but we'll get past it, I assure you. Have a wonderful one. Goodbye, y'all. We'll catch you tomorrow.